Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4. So today we are going to discuss a topic of fluidized bed drying. Next. So I will introduce our members that consist of 4 members. First is Nur Kristina Alia binti Sukri. Second is Hana binti Abdul Rahim Alijan. Third is Nur Faizah binti Muhammad. And the last person is me, Maizatul Sofia binti Muhammad Jihadi.
So what we are going to discuss today is the background of the pharmaceutical industry, chemical process and process flow diagram in pharmaceutical industry, granulation process, comparison between fluidized bed drying and gas absorption. So the background of the pharmaceutical industry. So first of all, what is pharmaceutical industry? So pharmaceutical industry is an industry that discovers, develops, produces and market drugs or known as pharmaceutical drugs for use as medication to be administered to patient, or we call it as a self-administered. So this pharmaceutical industry may deal in generic or brand medication and medical devices. So for those who are not familiar with words generic, basically generic drug is a pharmaceutical drug that contains the same chemical substance as a drug that was originally protected by chemical patents. So this generic drug has the same active pharmaceutical ingredient, or we known as API, as the process, formulation, excipient, color, taste, and packaging. So what is the aim of the pharmaceutical industry? Their aim are to cure, vaccinate, or alleviate symptoms of the patients. Besides, pharmaceutical industry boasts a relatively high percentage of funds spent on extensive research and development (R&D), and is one of the largest employers of scientists. So the step involved in pharmaceutical industry is screening. It is a way to test the drug first on bacteria cultures and then on animals. And finally, they are performed the clinical trials where the drug is tested on humans. Then all the remain is the approval to produce the drug.
So I will continue on the explanation that chemical process involved in pharmaceutical industry. The process of drug manufacturing and can be broken down into a range of unit operation such as blending, granulation, milling, coating, tablet pressing, filling, and others. It also involved in processing organic and inorganic raw materials into chemical products as well as producing pharmaceutical raw materials.
Okay, so for the process flow diagram in pharmaceutical industry, we choose the fluidized bed dryer (FBD). It is known as widely used equipment in granulation area of pharmaceutical manufacturing. It is used in the granulation process for drying the materials to get desired moisture content in the tablet formulation granules required for perfect completion of tablets. So what is a granulation process? Granulation, the process of particles enlargement by agglomeration techniques. Agglomeration techniques to enlarge particulate solid can be broadly broken down into 3 general categories, which is agglomeration by agitation, which is referred as wet agglomeration or tumble growth agglomeration. Second is pressure agglomeration, and third is agglomeration using heat. Is one of the significant unit operation in the production of pharmaceutical dosage form, mostly tablets and capsules. Granulation process transforms fine powders into free-flowing, dust-free granules that are easy to compress. Granulation process can be divided into 2 types, which is wet granulation process that utilizes a liquid in the process, and a dry granulation process that requires no liquid in the process.
Okay, I will explain the comparison between fluidized bed drying versus gas absorption. What is fluidized bed drying? Fluidized bed drying is the equipment that widely used in pharmaceutical industry to reduce the moisture content of pharmaceutical powder and granules. The device works on the principle of the fluidized bed of the material, whereby it reduces the amount of water required to dry them. For gas absorption is a unique operation used in the chemical industry to separate gases by washing or scrubbing a gas mixture with a suitable liquid. One or more of the constituent of the gas mixture dissolve or is absorbed in the liquid and can thus be removed from the mixture. How it works? Okay, for fluidized bed drying is a machine in which a continuous flow of wet powder, granular or flake material is conveyed over a perforated bed. Hot drying air is blown through the holes of a perforated plate. The wet solid are lifted from the bottom and causes the solid to behave as a fluid. For gas absorption, in standard pack absorption column, a gas mixture travels up to a gas absorption tower and the solute is transferred to the liquid phase and thus gradually removed from the gas. The liquid accumulates solute on its way down through the column. Some application of fluidized bed dryer. First, food industry like food processing, dehydration and preservation such as drying chips. Second, fertilizer industry like drying of inorganic fertilizers such as calcium fertilizer. And application for the gas absorption. First, in the field of purification by allowing the transfer of pollutant from the gas phase to the liquid phase. Second, petrochemical industry like in the treatment of adore and solvent. And the last one, in the ink and the paint industry. Factors that affecting the efficiency for FBD, there are position of heater, air velocity, air flow rate, humidity, and temperature. The factors for the gas absorption, first pH of the solvent, concentration, temperature of both of the gas and the solvent. I think that's all from our group. Thank you.